Ladies and gentlemen, a shed update, and as of this video, it is basically 2 weeks before Christmas, so hopefully I'll have more content. But the 2 weeks before Christmas is usually a very, very busy time around here, and hopefully I can keep it going, but there might be, I don't know, one missing here and there for the 2 weeks, but anyway, we'll get through it. First things first, and I saw it at the hobby store, which I didn't see it online. I saw it at the hobby store. Where is one? Where's one hidden? 30-minute missions. They have knights, as in knight armor, and they're pretty cheap. They're about $22 for a kit with the knight, but you can get additional add-on knight armor. And I saw them at the hobby store, but they didn't have the one knight that I wanted when I looked on the side of the package. And so I got to do a little more research, but that'll be something I'll probably end up buying and building one, because that intrigued me a lot. So stay tuned for that. Kind of a little light shed update. One is I buy a lot of toys to resell. And sometimes I'll get, for example, like a box full of stuff, or I'll get a toy box that's just, you know, they put all the toys in it, all the loose piece parts and everything, and I will spend the time to go through it. But not always toys are in it. Sometimes it's other things. And one thing is, for whatever reason, miniature stuff. And I got me a little sack full of it, but you know, 18th scale, 1/24, 1/12, you know, 1/12 is a little more, you know, dollhouse scale, but some things they make, some of it's, I won't say out of scale, some of it's in scale, you know, it's just, but anyway, we got bags of flour. What else did I get? Oh, man, we got candy canes in a jar, you know, like in the old days where the penny candy. Of course, when I was growing up, it was nickel candy. And, you know, bread and loaf, you know. But anyway, I picked this stuff up. I don't have a whole lot of it. I do like the dollhouse miniature stuff for book nooks. And I do have a lot of 24 scale, you know, cars and everything. But I know most of this is 1/12, and I do have a lot of 1/12 action figures, so it works well with the models and the toys. But anyway, I try to keep most of the dollhouse stuff in the shed, in the diorama department. So then I go through a bunch of toy boxes, or, you know, a group of toys, and again, they're pattern of play. You know, they'll have a toy airplane, and they will also have a model airplane, and it's missing the cockpit, the glass and everything, and it's a what was it, 1999 Revell Monogram. That's their snap fit F14, and it's even got the stickers, not the no decal, no decals, but the sticker kind. But anyway, that was something you just, I did pull it apart because I was going to put the wings back on. But anyway, I bagged it, and I do have upstairs a little, I got a parts box for stuff like this, because I know a lot of people don't, but I think stuff like this is very usable, you know, even if you want to kit bash or make something, you know. And I like snap fits, because there's just times that, you know, a snap fit is the only way you can get a certain kit. So, with that being said, after that, a little light this week. There's a place here in town. I won't reveal its location, but it does have like two of my favorite things, comics and model kits. And I pretty much buy a bunch of comics almost weekly, old school ones. The new ones I just don't care for anymore. I really tried my darndest to stay with the new one, but I just can't. So I picked up some old ones here, and I wouldn't normally do this in the shed, but everyone knows old school Star Wars comics. But there's one thing a lot of people don't know, or if they do know, they don't mention it. Do you remember the toy of the Imperial Troop Transport? Wasn't in the show, you know, wasn't in the movies. They made a toy, Kenner did. And then, I want to say, The Mandalorian, I think, had it. The Troop Transport. But everyone says, you know, it wasn't in any form of content. And I'm like, dude, it was in the comics first. A lot of people don't mention that a lot, you know, especially when you read them online, you know, about the Troop Transport. I'm like, you know, didn't you read the graphical literature? I did, and I do like old Star Wars comics. I thought this did really well in between the movies. I think it filled in the gap really well, especially Empire, where they're trying to find Lando and Luke trying to find Han because he's carbonized. But anyway, that was something I wanted to show. A lot of people don't know that. But old comics, I do like to pick up a few. You know, like the OSS, you know, but you get the don't see covers with the Germans on it, Nazi Germany. But anyway, I've read a little bit of the OSS. It's not bad. I wish I could get like number 1. This is number 104, and but it's you know, one of those things. I pick up almost every Sergeant Rock I can find. And this is the 90s version, as you can tell by the nicer layout, you know. But anyway, it does have, you know, Joe Kubert 91 there. And I do like the Enemy Ace. And I actually had to go get some, I got a plane or two up there that's specifically for the comic book version. Sergeant Rock, it's kind of a, I do have a McFarlane figure of Rock. I do have the 3 3/4 ones. But model wise, there is some that are hid throughout. But anyway, I try to pick that stuff up every time I can get my hands on it. And last of the comics, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little rough shape, but I've never really read it. I know who they are, and that's Sergeant Fury and the Howling Commandos. Look at that, 12 cents. Highway robbery. But anyway, it's one of those. Can't wait to read it. Wish it's number 58. Again, wish you kind of more. Wish I could get the lower end, you know, start reading some. But anyway, I do like to show comics. Wish I could do a little bit more of comics. You know, some I buy to sell, some I buy to keep, some I buy to, you know, some I buy just strictly for the cover. The cover's worth more than the book itself. But anyway, another topic for another. So, model kits. And probably going to do a little NASCAR for a while. I'm not a huge NASCAR fan, but there's certain ones that I actually like and try to get. And place that I buy comics and kits from here in town, he had stock car Monogram Plus, and these were extremely cheap. Where's the one I saw? Oh, these all got old Kmart stickers on it, $8.99. But whoever's trying to sell this to begin with, look at that. Look at that price tag on that. Something I don't know. Gold line race car. I don't know. Anyway, I picked these up, and I picked these up, which are pretty much, you know, they're all the same kit. You know, they're pretty much identical. Decals are only different, but I picked these up because they got the accessories, you know, good stuff. Get the driver, you know, the toolbox, all that. You know, this is the most exciting part of the kit than the car. Of course, that's just me, but anyway. Old Monogram, when did these come out? 1990. But anyway, he had two of the same and one red one, whichever one that was. Ah, the Heinz. But anyway, I do pick stuff up. I do pick things up like this. It does interest me, especially when you get the and I love Monogram kits. I thought they hit that nice sweet spot like Aurora did in kit construction and everything else. But anyway, a bonus kit, you know, and I thought, and they're still sealed. That was the amazing part. So, with that being said, on the NASCAR he also had Days of Thunder. And he had the Hardys and the Mellow Yellow. However, he did not have the one I want, and that's the one that it's been so long since I've seen the movie. What's his name? The Top Gun pilot. His car. I don't have that one, and I'd like to have that one to have the trifecta. The trifecta kit-wise here. And I do have to say, and they're still sealed, which I couldn't believe it. And Hardy's here in town, when they were around, they greatest hand melt ever. Always bought two, could never, always good. But anyway, Days of Thunder. One thing, my dad was collecting kits and got me into it. Car kits. Now he picked them up; they were cheap. But the two things that he collected in cars was movie cars and the car that you drove at the time. So I do have a history of the Hare family automobiles in kit form, and I've kept up that tradition as well. Some of them are a little harder to find, and kind of have to squint your eye a little bit just to accommodate some of the years, because they didn't make the exact same model. But anyway, Days of Thunder, again, movie cars. I try to pick them up even today. I even try to pick up movies that are not listed on the box. They'll be be like a regular car, but they're in a certain movie, stuff like that. But anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, a quick update on what we're adding to the shed. Except the comics, they go back in the house. But anyway, I wanted to show that again. 2 weeks before Christmas, we will have a Christmas episode. We will talk about that, and hopefully have some more in between. But 2 weeks before Christmas, Toy Store's a little busy. I'm busy, and it's just crazy around here. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. We're going to add a lot of NASCAR to the art. So that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for next exciting episode.